Okay, so hi guys. So let me zoom out so you can get an idea of what I'm gonna design today or what I'm designing today. So first off is I know I haven't uploaded any video on my YouTube channel for a couple of months now, and that's because I made the videos for the Designing with Zar series, and I had the videos and everything. The only thing I was supposed to do was edit the videos and then upload them. And then I ended up losing everything because my hard drive crashed, right? And so from there, I kind of got despondent and just gave YouTube a little pause. And now I guess I'm in the groove. I'm back, and I have a ton of stuff I want to show you guys to design. So today, so Canva can be used to design website, right? And I thought to myself, if you can design a website with Canva, then most likely you can probably design a UX, a wireframe UX design, which is what we're doing today. So we're doing simple wireframe design with Canva, right? And I'm gonna do this tutorial. So since they have been trying to live stream this, and I tried about 5 times, twice it didn't record, 3 times it started recording, and then um, it just stopped without any notification, anything. When I designed this, I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. And it the stream, the software I'm using, it didn't indicate any problem. YouTube didn't indicate any problem. My Wi-Fi was connected the whole time. So, anyways, moving on. This is the landing page, and I know it's not traditional landing page with like most of the information there, but we have our typical information that's on our landing page, which is the header, the sub header. This is a page for like the overall page that gives the a synopsis of what the page is about. So you have that image, you have 3 links, call to action links, and you have client testimonials, right? So I'm going to change this one to probably a description, but the introduction is the description, right? So we have the introduction, a slide about information, right? Whatever website it is, what is it about, right? So we have that. We have a synopsis of a mission statement and a synopsis of a vision statement. And for me, if you land on a landing page, I think the mission statement and the vision statement, along with your call to action, such as your client testimonials and links, these can be links to your services, link to content, link to social medias, right? These are important things of the group of things that you can add on a landing page. So I designed pretty much everything that you're seeing here. Let me zoom out a little bit more. So from the website looking design that looks like a web page to the gradient looking background, ruled up background, sorry, not gradient, the that ruled up background, I designed all of that. So because I didn't get literally any type of recording for this, I'm just going to record the process of me doing the second page. So in total, I'm going to do 5 pages, and I'm going to keep this down to 45 minutes. So wherever I end in 45 minutes, that's where it's going to be at. So we're at 5 minutes. Um, I'm going to start a timer on my phone, so give me a minute. So I'm going to start a timer for 40 minutes, right? And then wherever it ends, and wherever the timer ends, it's going to end. So basically, the layout is, before I get into the designing, it is what is a wireframe design. And so we're going to just flesh out some of those information. A wireframe design is a blueprint of what a web page is going to look like, right? It is a skeletal structure of a page layout, page sheets, page information, and the functions or functionalities of elements on the page, right? Or the page itself. So that is what a wireframe is. And then say how can you create a wireframe? So traditionally persons have created wireframe by hand, right? And persons use software such as Figma right here. So if you're interested in wireframe UX design, you can get started in Figma. Traditionally, those are the two ways persons design wireframe UX designs, right? So the wireframe is UX and not UI because it's displaying how users are going to experience your website, whether it's your website, your mobile app, whatever the case is, right? And that's why it's wireframe UX design, right? So that's that. Now, so that's how the wireframe is created. So because I know persons use Canva to create UI designs for website pages, I'm like, okay, then let's try something different, which I haven't seen it on YouTube, and design a wireframe UX design. So I just went ahead, build out the template, that really mimicking this template right here, right? Just to an extent, mimicking what a web browser would look like, and then what a wire page. Something you can do if you do design this. So if you do design this, so care the call to actions, because we're like what, probably 8 to 10 minutes in already. So if you do actually design this, you're a Canva designer or just an overall designer, and this inspires you in any way to try a wireframe design, you can do that. You can tag me on Instagram. You can I guess you can add me on Pinterest at Zarim's Design. So just quickly, let's uh real quickly, let me zoom in so you guys can see that. Right. So real quickly, just putting that here. Um, so to add me on Instagram, which I'm going to put all of this in the descriptive information. My Pinterest isn't in there, so I have to update that information because I made my Pinterest account Tuesday night, right? So it's Zarins underscore designs, right? And while we're here, let me just get this bold, and I guess I'll replicate one of these. So I am just going to basically pin this on all of the pages at the end of this design. So I'm just going to keep it, do this from now, and then keep it, right? So I'm just going to group this, and I'm going to pin that on all the pages. So on Instagram, you can just tag me at this. If you design it, you can tag me on Instagram. You can mention me. If you post it, you can mention me. I'll check it. Or we can just create a hashtag, and I can create a hashtag, put it in the description bar, and if you post it on Instagram, you use a hashtag. So I'll just check the hashtag and do a shout out weekly. I can do a weekly shout out, right? Whenever anybody start using it. So once I see one person do it, I just do a shout out to that channel, that person's Instagram. So, and this is so going into the design. Okay, so the purpose of a wireframe. So let me not deviate and go too far. So we're getting all this information out first. The purpose of a wireframe is what you give a client so that they know exactly how their website is going to look. Like I say, this is a skeletal structure. It's a blueprint of what your pages are going to look like, right? So it's a skeletal structure, a blueprint of what your website is going to look like. It's a blueprint of your user experience, what the user is going to experience with your website. So due to that, right? So due to that, that's the purpose of you doing a wireframe, right? So most, like I said, most persons draw it by hand or they use Figma. But if you're a Canva lover and you happen to use Canva to design web pages, you can actually use Canva for both the UX and UI design aspect of web development. Well, minus the coding part, right? So, okay. And I'm actually doing a web development course now, and I'm going to start a web designing course next week, Monday. So this is just right up my alley and what I'm interested in at the moment, at the time, right now, with everything where I'm at. And I feel like with doing graphic design, I'm kind of narrowing down my skills to what I'm interested in. It hasn't been any different since I started the YouTube channel. So I'm still doing brand logo design, still doing wedding logo design. And then ebook covers. I'm still doing ebook. Like I'm using ebook so much now because I'm somewhat getting into publishing and trying to find out more information about that. So ebook designs, and then another thing I'm interested in is, so that's ebook. There is something else why I can't remember. Yeah, packaging and label design. So those are the four things I've really niched down on, niched. Let me not say notch, niched down on, right? So for me personally, I think when it comes to graphic designing, everything outside of web development, those are what's going to be my niche for graphic design. I won't get into anything else because I kind of freehand how I curate my Instagram posts. So that's why I wouldn't offer a service necessarily in Instagram, in social media posts, because I like to keep how I post stuff creative. So still to the base of what I'm doing, but creative. And if you do check out my Instagram, we launched a new bundle on the 20th of July last month. And it is just a full bundle for anyone who wants to start their business, right? It's just a bundle that includes everything from your brand logo to brand identity to your social media posting strategy. It includes really everything. So that was a quick plug. And then we're going to get into the designing because I don't want to talk and ramble too much. I feel like I've been rambling forever. So I've been rambling for probably about 10 minutes, give or take. Let's check the time. See, 30 minutes. So now we're at page 2. We're going to put about our team, and this is where you can briefly describe your team to the person. So I'm going to do this in almost the same manner as the above design. So we're going to put this title at the corner left, right? We're going to, I'm going to put the shortcuts as we go. I'm going to say them, so you have to listen to them. I may note the shortcuts. Let me write that down. So make a note of the shortcuts. So I may note the shortcuts in the description, but in case I don't, whenever I say them, make notes of them. So I don't do too much manipulation with the Canva. With Canva software, I mostly use keyboard shortcuts. So we want lines because this is indicating where we're going to write our brief description. And so keyboard shortcuts, right, is just to press L on your keyboard, right? So just to press L on your keyboard and you get the lines, they pop up right there. There you go. You can change the color. I don't use black. I use this really light blue color. There we go. And now we're going to replicate it, right? So again, Control D to replicate. I want 4 of those, 2, 3, 4. The only one I'm going to move is this one, right? and I'm going to explain why. I'm not even aligning it or anything. First time when I stress on myself about them things here, but not anymore. So the reason why I duplicate it like this and then just put this last one down here is because I want to drag my cursor across all those lines, and I'm going to tell Canva, hey, I want you to position these, right? And I want you to use my first line and my last line as a cursor to create equidistant and aligned lines. So once I drag my cursor across there, I'm just going to go into Canva and click tidy up. And there you go. It creates lines that are aligned and equidistant apart. So I really don't have to do all that manual work of aligning it and using my eye as some measuring thing to check if they're equidistant apart. It does all of that. So now we're just going to go in, we're going to get that hand element to indicate that you're actually going to write a brief detail about your team right here. This is where that information is going to go. So whether it is a case you want to say, oh, the owner and founder and owner of the business does XYZ, and then you want to include that, whether that's what you want to say, then you can include the different skill sets that are on your team, right? Along with their name. So we're going to give a brief overview of everyone on the team. So from the owners down to the workers, right? We group that. The next thing we're going to do is from here on out is we're going to actually look for some shadows. So I need circle shadows. I need about 5 circle shadows. So I'm going to get that, and we're doing this almost like we did the same thing with the lines, right? So I'm going to actually zoom out for this one. So you see how big that is. We're going to size it down because we still need all our information to hold on the page, right? And we need 5 circles to hold horizontally. So first circle, second, last circle, and then just placing 3 randomly, you know, they can even overlap. Let me overlap one and then place another one. Then I'm going to just grab my cursor across them, hit the position, tidy up, and there we go, right? And then from here on out, what we want is we want people. So you can use Canva's element panel to really niche down on what you want to, well, specifically search what you're interested in. So I am interested in a circle with a male figure and a female figure on there. More or less the same ones that you see on resume, right? Where they have that circle and they have that male looking outline and a female outline, right? So let me try male and see what comes up. Go for the graphics, right? So we're looking for something like this. Not like this, unless you're going to put that on a circle yourself. Well, more or less, that's what you're looking for. I don't think I'm going to find one, and I think I tried this before. So I'm just going to take that male icon and a circle. And then create something of my own. So just staying on theme, I guess, with everything. Okay, we're just going to let him stay like this. Then we're going to get a circle. So just to type C in your shortcut and you get your circle, you can drop it behind him. Like right, similar there. We're going to change the color of the circle to the light blue color. Right. We're going to shrink him down to make him smaller and then try to center him. Now what you can do to make it easier, whether you want to, and this part is just purely based on your preference. So if you prefer to have like 3 males, 2 females, that's just up to you. So now we're going to zoom in to ensure that this part is coming out really as neat as possible, right? Not perfect, just as neat as possible. So the attention is in the detail. Yeah. So wait. So we have this guy here, and we need to bring him up a little bit and over to the left. And then I'm going to just replicate him. So I'm going to use 3 males and 2 females, not for any specific reasons. You know, I want to use a male, a female, a male, a female. And then I'm doing 5, so, you know. So there we go with the second one. And then we're going to do one more. And then this part would be specific, like if you're making a project, you're doing work, I guess for a company, but you want to do the wireframe design in Canva, you know, but just to make life a little bit easier. So I'm just going to take this, put this here, and I'm actually going to make the background white, right? And then I'm going to delete the male. Delete the male element. I'm going to go and I'm going to type female, right? And then I'm going to add 2 females. On here, right? So I thought I typed press it already. So just to get your females in, you know, Sandra is looking pretty nice right there. I'm joking. I'm joking. So these elements can be used. So these are nice. And I guess they give it a bit more of a personal touch. guess we're going with 3 payments and 2 minutes. Okay, so just zooming on, we'll see what that looks like. Right, so we have the 5 persons, right? Which this is our team. So what we like to do now is just to go in and then get some context on who exactly are these people. So just by clicking T on your keyboard, text is supposed to come up, and we're going to make it bold. So CEO and founder. So just before the video even gets any further, I'm going to apologize. We have 15 minutes for this time lag. Like, I'm not uploading a video that is over 45 minutes. I'm dead serious about that. Even though this is a tutorial, I guess I'm going to post it on my Instagram. So what you can do is you can just go over to my Instagram and I will post these if you want to check out my YouTube live stream. Because honestly to God, I thought I was going to be able to live stream this all. But I'm going to still let the live stream stay as is. And I'm going to still make a playlist for a live stream on my YouTube. One is already up there. So I'm not even going to change that. It is what it is. Right? So if you guys heard that, I don't know if you did hear that, but my apologies. I just called the person back. Should I let them know I was actually going to do this YouTube video? Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out and then just duplicate because I don't have time to be doing all this. Like I said, we have 10 minutes leave. Oh gosh. Let me just try to ensure that these are positioned. Yes. So that's that. So now we're going to get into names. So name, not really going to get into. They can put the name at a later date. So see. Guys, and I'm almost done because this is about us. I'm going to be done in 10 minutes, right? Well, depends on how this goes. But what I want to do now is to, this isn't, okay, let's replicate it. I was trying to do a layout in my head. Sorry. So the same thing with the tidy up position. I'm going to move it down here. Alright, I'm going to lock that. I'm going to put that. And we're going to get 5 of these. So what I want to do is to just stagger these. So So let's do almost like an area analysis. Yeah. And so now we're going to basically tell our clients about our staff and employee. So we're just going to copy this. All right, you can choose to group it if you want. We're going to shrink it down. And then we're going to put that about right here. Drop this below because that's grouped. Right, and then we're going to move this right here. Right, and then we ungroup that, ungroup it. And then we're going to do the same process for every single person. Press forward one time. So I'm going to use 280 by 280. Hopefully that was the dimension I used. Just know so this is 27.4. So I'm just going to do these two simultaneously. Okay, so we're at 45 minutes and I'm just going to finish this. Seven point four. Okay, and that's not right. So just to give it like a little outline design type situation going on. Leo type situation going on. Right. And then this is just basically this page is just dedicated to the company, its workers and everything. So this is what I'd say for your second page after your landing page is really going to tell your customers, you know, a little bit about the company, if it's not a big company, the structure of your company, who does what, and a little bit about each person. So your prospective clients are really getting to know, right? Your your workers and even you as an owner of a business, because it's just put CEO founder, right? So I have these three templates to complete, and I'm going to complete those and upload them to my Instagram account. And I'm going to just go ahead and put my Instagram account on all these 5 pages and then in the video and complete these. And I can put them on, I'm going to put them on Pinterest most likely. Why I keep saying Pinterest? Okay, Pinterest, and that's going to be it. So just to go, so this will have a nice flow, right? You can dedicate the next page to like testimonials, whether if you're if it's a company that does community work, you know, you can get community, does a company and persons within the company contribute to community work. So there's so much different ways you can do your wireframe UX design. And so far, I really like this. And for my first attempt ever designing a wireframe UX design, I think this is going well. I know there's a lot I'll probably have to learn and stuff like that. And that's the reason why I get into courses, right? So you can follow me on Instagram. Again, it's Rins Design. So it's ZAH dot RHYNES_designs. You can follow me on all social media, YouTube, Facebook business page, Pinterest business page, and my Instagram business page. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because this is really going to help me to grow my YouTube channel, build a community over here, and really just build the engagement and subscribers to my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, if you made it this far, how many shortcuts did I mention in the video? You're going to comment how many shortcuts I made in the video and what they are, right? So if you made it this far, just comment that in the comment section below. And remember, the description section will include timestamps, and I'm not going to put the shortcuts in there anymore, just to see if you guys pay attention to what I was doing. Right? So and this way you guys help each other with the shortcuts, right? You can put the shortcuts, what they are, the keyboard shortcuts, or even what they do, right? So you can comment those below and you can help each other. So we want to get Canva is a very great software, and I mean, the more we learn what we can do with Canva, the better it is going to be, right? So this page should actually be right here. Yeah. So, and oh, I didn't mention this. This is actually a website where you're going to scroll from left to right and not top to bottom. So this is a really unique design. So again, guys, thanks for watching. I'm over 45 minutes. I'm going to go. So thanks, guys, for watching.